Hi everyone, my name is Ava, and I'm 22 years old. You might be wondering how a girl my age ends up living with her uncle, especially given what I'm about to tell you. Honestly, I never imagined this would happen either. I'm studying graphic design, and most of my time is spent drawing, designing, and doing freelance work. Life has been a challenge ever since my parents divorced when I was younger. I moved around a lot, trying to find stability, and eventually, I ended up staying with my Uncle Nathan. It wasn't part of the plan, but sometimes life takes you down paths you never expect. Make sure to subscribe to my channel so I can continue bringing you more fascinating true stories like this one. Don't forget to watch this video till the end and hit the like button to show your support. Trust me, this story is gonna be incredibly interesting. It all started when my mom had to go away for work, and I needed somewhere to stay while finishing college. Nathan, my uncle, was the only family member who could help. He's been married to his wife Victoria for a few years now. They live in a beautiful house in the countryside, far from the city. I thought it would just be another temporary move to a quiet place, but things didn't turn out how I expected. A few months later, I had adjusted to the house, the routine, and the peacefulness, or so I thought. But today, something happened, something I need to share. It started when I walked into Nathan's room while he was asleep. But before I explain, let me tell you a little about Nathan. He's not like most uncles. To me, he's always been more of a mentor than a family member. Growing up, he taught me how to ride a bike, fix things around the house, and even bought me my first car when I turned 18. So, when my mom needed someone to take me in, Nathan was the obvious choice. He's thoughtful, patient, and very kind. But it wasn't just him I was moving in with. His wife, Victoria, had been in the picture for a while. They married 2 years ago, and at first, I wasn't too sure about her. She's older than Nathan, and something about her made me feel like an outsider in their home. Initially, I stayed in the guest room at the far end of the house, trying not to intrude. Over time, things became less awkward, and Victoria started giving me advice on cooking, cleaning, and household matters. We weren't best friends, but it wasn't as tense as it was before. I thought things were getting better, but recently, I've noticed something I can't explain. The more time I spent with Nathan, the more I felt drawn to him. His smiles, the occasional touch of his hand, and the way he would look at me when he thought I wasn't paying attention. It felt different. I couldn't ignore it. A tension between us began to build, an energy that was impossible to escape. I know what you're thinking. Ava, what are you talking about? He's your uncle. It sounds crazy, I know, but this connection is undeniable. I tried to brush it off, telling myself it was in my head, but every time we were alone, the atmosphere felt charged, as if something was pulling us together. Here's where things get interesting. One evening after dinner, I was working on a project in my room when I heard footsteps in the hallway. Nathan had been napping for hours, and Victoria was out with friends. We were alone. I didn't think much of it at first, but then I heard the door to his bedroom creak open. I froze for a second, unsure whether to leave him to rest or go inside, but something pulled me toward him. Quietly, I opened the door, trying not to disturb him. He was lying on his back, one arm behind his head, looking peaceful as he slept. The light from the window cast soft shadows over his face, making him look almost untouchable. I stood there for a moment, my heart racing. I could feel my face flush, my pulse quicken. I'd never felt this way before. Maybe I just wanted to look at him, or maybe it was something more. I didn't know. My thoughts were interrupted when I accidentally knocked over a vase near his bed. The sound made Nathan stir. His eyes opened, and for a brief moment, we locked gazes. There was confusion in his eyes, but something else too, something I couldn't quite name. He blinked a few times, trying to focus on me, then let out a groggy laugh. "Ava, what are you doing here?" he asked, his voice thick with sleep. My heart was racing as I struggled to find the right words. I didn't want to look like I was snooping, but I didn't know how to explain myself. My mouth went dry. I didn't mean to wake you, I stammered, feeling embarrassed. Nathan sat up slowly, rubbing his eyes. He smiled at me, the same kind, patient smile he always gave. But today, there was something different in his eyes, something that made my heart race. He studied me for a moment before speaking again. "It's okay," he said gently. "You know you can always talk to me, Ava. I'm here for you." I nodded, but my mind was spinning. I didn't know how to deal with this strange feeling. The room felt heavy, and I could feel my breath coming faster. "I just wanted to talk," I whispered. Nathan's smile faded just a little, and I thought I saw a brief hesitation in his eyes before it vanished.